Hey everyone, I'm back with a little bit of everything. I probably haven't made a video in about a week, I guess. Been just busy with lots of different things, not just crafty related, but work related as well. And then we have our kitchen remodel going on. And when I say kitchen remodel, I mean the whole thing is gutted. We have nothing in our kitchen right now. Nothing, no cabinets, no appliances. Well, we do have a ladder which is holding a lamp because there's no lighting in there. So anyway, they're getting ready to paint, I think is the next step before our cabinets actually arrive. So that's how the kitchen remodel is going. If you've ever done one, I can entirely sympathize with anyone who's ever had to do one. It was time to get rid of our kitchen that was actually original to the house that we're in. So I'm ready to get rid of the orange countertops and built-in pine or whatever plywood cabinetry that was put in. They definitely don't make wood like they used to. Well, I mean cabinets like they used to, but I think we made a good choice in our cabinets. So anyway, back to the crafty related stuff. You probably didn't care to hear all that, but this is going to be kind of a haul video and what I've been up to. So bear with me, because I'll be all over the place. So first things first, I don't think I ever showed what I purchased here on the Crayola side. I had seen, Diana was posting some of her projects that she had stitched up. She actually stamped some of her, newly released stamps, and I'll just show you one here. I don't think it was this one that she had shown, but she took one of her recipe stamps and stamped it onto fabric using the India ink, which is a nice permanent ink. And then she colored onto the fabric with crayons, which I do not have crayons in my stash. This is one of the things that I didn't have. But since I was looking at it, she was just like, oh, make sure you dump them all out and put them in the color order that you want. I haven't done that yet. You can see I bought a big box of crayons. Not even, well, it comes in a paper box, but I bought these off of Amazon. They are Crayolas. How much are in here? It says the Ultimate Crayon Collection. 152 crayons in this green caddy that it comes in. You can see there's a sharpener too for them, and the lid comes off so you can access the boxes of crayons. I don't know how often I'll use those, but we'll see if I ever even attempt a project like what she was doing. And I had no idea Crayola is now owned by Hallmark. Somebody commented on one of my previous videos when I showed you the colored pencils. Okay, so it says you have both glitter and metallic crayons in this set, so not just regular colored crayons. And I don't know how to identify the glitter ones, except for maybe I can see if there's a glitter. Look at that. So look at the paper around it. This crayon is funky looking. It's got speckles in it. So I think or suspect there's like a copper, because I can see it. You may not be able to see it with my lighting and camera, but there's like a copper tone to it. Even though the crayon is like this, it's like a grassy green is what I'm gonna say. I'm just coloring with it off camera. You can't see me doing it, but I'll show you. It doesn't really show up as glittery. I don't know. That's the color of the crayon. I don't see any real glitter, but I can see it in the crayon. That's interesting. Anyway, it looks like they might have put them all together in this one sleeve. You see how they're all a different, what do you call it? Paper. Oh, these are the glitter ones. Okay, so these are the glitter ones. And there were some others. Oh, here. I can tell, because they have a different look to them too, and they may have a different, here's a different one. Here's metallic. So metallic, raspberry berry. We're gonna do a little coloring. I didn't intend to do that, but you know what? You never know with my videos, I guess. What might be coming, especially in this kind, since I haven't really done a video lately. Okay, now I can see the glitter in that. This has, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. If I turn the paper, I see like a silver glittery look to this color. And I would say this is, well, this says it's raspberry berry, so I guess I could agree with that. And there's a whole carton of those together in this set. Interesting. And they have, again, they have a different wrapper than the other crayons do. So I'm going to put the two together, the two boxes together that are your other type of crayon, and then I won't confuse them with the regulars. So in addition to those, sorry for the long ramble, in addition to those, I got the Colors of the World 32 crayon set. Again, this I didn't realize the colors were down the side on my pencils too. I have swatched the pencils, and that's what I've been doing, guys, swatching. If you hadn't seen my post on IG, I have been coloring swatches. So on my colored pencil box, there was the same sort of information here on the sides that shows you the colors. So this is the color of the crayons, and I don't think these crayons are included in my 152 collection. If they are, no big deal, but all the skin colors, okay, all the flesh colors are kind of here, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, that's the crayons that I got. Swatches, let me show you. Not that it's all that interesting, but I have different swatch books for lots of different things. This is my colored pencil swatch book. And so I did do swatches for, this is the Crayola set. And I don't remember how many colors were in it. It wasn't 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24 colors in the colored pencil set that I got from Crayola. And these are supposed to be all the flesh tones. So, and with the colored pencils, you can blend them as well. I don't know how well they blend, but you can blend them. So I just added some Diane, what's her name? No, that's not her name. Jade Davenport rub-ons on here because she's got lots of nice little cute artsy ones that I've had in my stash for a long time. To this paper, and this is Canson XL watercolor paper. So I have lots of other swatches here. There's 4 other sets that are swatched here, and these are different manufacturers. So I think there's one that I have not swatched in my, well, I have a number. I probably haven't swatched the watercolor pencils. I'm pretty sure about that. These are just regular like wax or oil based colored pencils in this book. Okay, so that's swatching. That's where it all started, really. And then I went to this sort of, I moved into this thing. I've had this journal for a long time. This is a Diane Reevely art journal from Ranger. And inside of this art journal, it doesn't come like this. It's brown, like this color, craft color. I covered it with Jane Davenport's washi tape and washi paper. So this big image comes in a package of 4 pages of washi paper. There's 2 different designs. So this is one of the designs. You can see it's a pretty big image. And then the other one is on the back. It's all mermaids. She had another package that I have too, but I didn't use that one. So this one's all mermaid themed. And the reason it is as dark as it is because the underlying color, the cover color, is this craft color. But when you look at the cover of the book or the journal on the inside, this one's brighter because, and you can see that, this one is a little bit brighter because the color of the cover is lighter in color. So I used the same image on the cover. This is the binding of the book. I thought it went well with the color of the octopus here. So again, did the same thing. And I did use glue so that because washi tape has a tendency to peel up over time, and because I've had this washi for a long time, I wasn't sure if it was going to do that. So I used glue underneath my tape, and I even used a glue runner, a dot runner, so that it would help adhere the paper down for a longer time. Since this is going to be a swatch book, I wasn't using this book for anything else, so I thought, okay, let me go ahead and turn it into a swatch journal. And you know, I'm not showing you all of the pages because look, I've even got like little sticky tabs at the top. There's a pocket here, and I have some swatches in here of different inks. This is a journal book for ink swatches, but it's just a lot of different types of that sort of thing. So like, for instance, this is the Dr. P.H. Martin's Hydrus watercolors that I got years ago from a sale at Michael's. This has got a black circle because this is the white, titanium white color. You wouldn't see it very well on this paper. Now, this journal has two types of paper in it. And you can tell when I turn the page, right? Oh, here we go. You can see the difference in the two tones of the paper. This is one type and this is another. And I don't prefer either of them for anything but swatching, because the colors bleed. And I found that out after I did some of my swatches. So right now I have these swatches in here. These are the Jane Davenport brush pens. So she sold some brush pens, and I have two sets in here. Some are shimmering and some are not shimmering. And I swatched those out with the colors that are on her pens. And then I've gotten into lately, thanks to Anna, you all know her probably, into fountain pen inks. Now, I've had fountain pens for a long time. I actually had a few before she even sent me a link to one, and the color that she sent me for was gingerbread. Okay, so this is 3 different inks that I was swatching because I bought samples to take a look. I was looking for a red that I want to fill a certain pen with, and normally when I've used fountain pens, I just use the cartridges that they come with, the pre-made cartridges. And if you buy bottled ink, you have to get into this whole situation of filling those ink cartridges that you can purchase. So I was looking for a nice red, and I think I found it. I actually think I ordered a bottle of this Ho 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 color right here, but I've got a couple of others in here, and let me show you the blue because the blue is so pretty. I kind of have pages for the different colors in the rainbow, and my blues are probably the most purchased right now. Blue is a standard color, obviously, when you're using pen inks, but I don't want a standard blue color because, of course, that's boring, right? So I've purchased a couple of different blues now. And some of these, I don't know if you can see the top one. It's got a gold glitter in it, and appropriately called Alice in Wonderland, and it's the color of Alice's dress. On this paper, it looks a lot darker, but when you write with a pen, not on this paper, but on an actual piece of paper that you would take notes on, it's more of a blue-gray, and of course you see the gold shimmer. So that's what I've been doing. If you've been wondering where I've been at, I've been swatching inks, and I've been having a lot of fun because I love color. I think that's what really drew me to it. You know, Anna, you're very persuasive. But the gingerbread, of course, is a whole different thing because that's a whole nother interest of mine. But so you can see I've been looking at blues, and a lot of these blues, and I hit the camera, sorry. A lot of these blues have shimmer in them. The bottom 3 do have shimmer, and they look different on regular notebook paper than what you're seeing in the swatch book, because the swatch book's paper is meant for art, you know, types of things. So it looks entirely different on a piece of paper. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. I thought I'd let you know. This was crafty. I got into this whole, I think I stayed up till 3 a.m. in the morning trying to cover this book from front and back and making sure it was all sealed. So there's a swatch book I did. And then the other thing is this swatches. Now, if you have Copics or you are interested in Copics, this helps because you can choose your colors by the swatches you have. So this is the Copic hex chart that Sandy Alnuk has released out. I had this one from 2014, so I didn't color this one up. I labeled it. So if your guys are interested in owning or purchasing this, you go to this website. This is her website, and you can purchase a download of the chart. But she has other charts now, and that's what I worked on last week. So this is the finished or completed sketch markers hex chart. Okay, this is not a Copic hex chart. This is a hex chart for the sketch markers, and I've shared these markers before because I've just gotten these like a couple months ago. So I've been trying to use these more often. This is one of the markers. So if you haven't seen these before, this is a Sketch Marker Brush Pro. These markers are from a Ukrainian company. Their ink and their nibs are from Japan. The Copic marker, this is a Copic sketch marker, and all I have are the sketches. These are made in Japan. They are a Japanese company. So they're both alcohol markers. They're interchangeable. The quality is better slightly, I think, on a Copic. You're going to pay more, though. This is more expensive than this, and they do sell these in sets of, I think they're 96 sets. But they have smaller sets, too, if you want to try them out. My suggestion is, if you already have Copics, you just fill in the colors that are not covered under the Copic chart, because 358 Copic markers to 400, I think there's supposed to be a total of 420 when they're all said and done. There's 400 out now that we can readily get through Ellen Hudson or Marker Universe. And these are refillable too. They do have refills for this. So anyway, in my process of coloring this chart, I realized I don't have these two colors, which is why they're white. And one of my markers, B24, is damaged. So I needed to replace it. And I haven't had this marker all that long. You know, it happens. Same thing with a Copic. You can get a Copic that's cracked or something. I think there's air leaking into it. That's why it was dried out, is basically what happened. So it's my B24. But there is obviously a gap in the number of markers that sketch marker has to Copics. And it is a significant number. It's like, right now, the available markers, I can't remember the difference. Oh, here, I wrote it down. 42. So there are 42 more in this set than there are in the Copics, and I would just advise, if that's what you're interested in doing, is just obtaining the difference if you want those additional colors. And you can always blend two colors together in a Copic set if you have the refills. So anyway, I finished coloring this, and this is, like I said, quite a bit of markers of capping and uncapping, and you can see how she has arranged her Copic hex chart. I'm sorry, her sketch marker hex chart. It's a little bit different than the Copic one, simply because there are more markers. So I have the colors here, and then I have all the grays on the back side. She has the same thing for the Copics as well, where she's got the grays separated, and here's the fluorescence. And then with the sketch markers, there's three blacks, but this one is, I think, leans towards a purple. I would say when I look at it, it looks a lot like eggplant to me, like a really, really dark purple, which is a little different because there may be a Copic color like this, but I don't see myself using these colors all that often anyway. But you can see that with the Copics, there's 4 different gray families. Sketch marker did them a little bit differently, and the numbers are different as well. On the Copic scale, the lighter color is the lower number, and you can see it's reversed for sketch marker. So, but they also have a green gray and a what did they call it? There's a green gray in their line, which is part of, I guess you would say, the greens for Copic. And then they have one other. And there's 9 of those. So that makes up 18 of the colors that are of the 42 difference. So just something to keep in mind. Not that it's all that important if you're not interested in this kind of thing. And then I have this chart is from Ellen Hudson. And when Ellen Hudson put these up for sale in her store, she did a Copic comparison. So I used this as my swatch chart initially, but now that Sandy's come out with this chart, this is helpful because I choose my colors by what I'm looking to do, and then I look at related colors. Now, I think she's going to move some things around again, but yeah, there's some questionable choices here. I'll just say it that way. I would have moved some to other places, and that's just my look of the chart, and it's up to you guys how you would prefer things. So Sandy also did, these are printouts now. These aren't actually ink onto paper that I have done. These are printouts of what she put out, and she has a Copic to sketch comparison as well. These are ordered by the Copics, and then she has the reverse, which is a sketch marker to Copic. And then so you have the sketch marker on the left and the Copic on the right. So similar to what Ellen Hudson did, but she has different suggestions and comparisons. So anyway, those are just printed colors from my printer. So my printer may not be an accurate representation of the inks themselves because it is a printed piece of paper in color, not me swatching the ink side by side with each other. Okay, so I just want to mention that. So that's what I've been doing. Now to the haul, and I'm sorry I made you wait. For those of you that were only interested in the haul, if you made it this far, thanks for staying with me. But I thought I'd give you an update. Oh yeah, I did these too. I played with my gingerbread seal. Now I got the seal last year. Yeah, last year. And I got these two colors from, these two are from Amazon, these wax melts. So one is like a copper metallic and the other one is a red metallic. So if you're seeing the colors accurately, hopefully you are. I just melted these down with my burner and candle and then put my wax seal in it. It's a cute little thing. And the reason I did this over a Teflon sheet so I could just peel them up, and all I have to do is just use some glue to put it on an envelope or glue dot or whatever, as opposed to sealing an actual envelope, because I can do these in advance. And so because I used a Teflon mat, they're just easy to peel up and they don't harm my glass mat here. Now to the haul. This is all I got so far. I've got other things. Well, I have lots of fountain pens I've purchased and inks that I've purchased. I don't know if anybody's interested in seeing any of that, so I didn't want to put that in this video, and I didn't. So from eBay, I think there's where all of these are from. I got this stamp, and you can see it's got Christmas words. And this is from A Stamp in the Hand, Carson, California, 1982 to 1996. And the rubber is just fine. Then this guy, this is actually Christmas cake recipe back here behind Santa Claus. Inka Dinka Doo, Paper Artsy, 2007. So there he is. And then this one is a layering diorama dies. As you guys know, or may know, I don't know if you saw my card shares on the rollout type of dough situation. I've used dies. The one I use mainly is from Paper Tray Ink. I purchased some from Lawn Fawn. They're the Pond dies that Lawn Fawn put out. This is a layering diorama, similar to what Paper Tray Ink has, because they have concentric circles too, but they're all different. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 that are in this set. If you look at this from a different perspective, this probably just looks like rolled out dough, cookie dough. And you know me and the cookie recipes, or the recipe stamps, so pretty easy to guess that I would purchase this. Now, I didn't want to purchase this new because they charge too much through Stampin' Up. Whatever your feelings are about Stampin' Up, just, you know, whatever they are. I purchased this from somebody off of eBay, and I didn't pay as much as you purchase it through Stampin' Up. That's all I'm going to say. And then I got these two Waltzing Mouse sets. Okay, so this one is, okay, Waltzing Mouse Stamps is a company that's no longer in business. So you'll only find their stamps through used crafty items being destashed. So this one is Jolly Old Elf. These came together in the same lot. Jolly Old Elf. So this is different, you know, looks of the elf, and then you've got some stockings and branches and candy cane, and then there's sentiments on the back. This is how they came. I didn't even do anything to this. And this one's called Elf Made. So you got two elves here and some numbers. Got a little, this looks like a seal with an elf's head in it. See him? Big candy, another candy, some sentiments, and then more sentiments on the back. So this was a good deal. It's a Christmas sets of stamps. And I think that is it for now. Oh, yeah, I've already showed what other crafty item I was doing. It's in a separate video, so I'm not going to share it again. But anyway, that's it for now. Sorry if this was too long, but thanks for watching my update. And I should be back with more because I've been stitching. I've got some stitching stuff here. I've got a new die coming, so that'll be in a separate video for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, guys, talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.